Good morning, all. Good morning. Are you able to hear my voice? So this is the video lecture on 18 CS 42, the dark class. Okay. So is the screen is visible? Is screen and voice is clear? Okay. So kindly mark your attendance by using the 3-parameter sequence. Mark your attendance by using the 3-parameter sequence: USN, name, followed with the word present. So mark your attendance in this particular format. Okay. Okay, kindly mark your attendance in that particular format. So we shall start with a class now. So till now we have gone with a analysis framework. We have seen two concepts, that is space complexity, time complexity. In time complexity, we have already discussed with concepts like best case, worst case, and average case. So in next coming, now you have to represent the best case, worst case, average case in using some notations. And that notations, we call it as asymptotic notations. So we have gone with a C worst. So in the previous algorithm, we have gone with a C worst, C big, like that and all. So there we have seen big O of n square like that. Here you can see. So here it is 1. So here it is average case is this. So, but when you go with a asymptotic notation means we are giving the order of the growth. So notation for specifying the time complexity. So keep in your mind what is asymptotic notations. Notations used by the algorithms or programs to specify the time complexity. So that we consider it as asymptotic notations. Okay. So now you come. What is asymptotic notations? To compare the order of the growth. So you all know which are the order of the growth we have. So which are the orders of the growth? How many orders of growth are there? Anybody can answer. How many orders of growth is there? How many orders of the growth are there? 7. So can you name some order of the growth? Name some order of the growth we have seen. Linear. Okay. Quadratic. Then cubic. Only one person is representing here. Kindly others also. Exponential, factorial. Okay, good. So these are all the orders of the growth. So now you have to compare the order of the growth. So which are the orders of the growth we are having? So we have seen the order which is constant 1. Next you go with log n log n. Next you have the word So next you have the word that is n square, n cube, n factorial, like that. So now you are going to use the word, so asymptotic notations. So asymptotic notations are used by to compare the order of the growth. Here we use three notations, which are big O, big omega, big theta, and little o. So these are the notations what we are going to use it here. So there are big O, big omega, big theta, and little o. So and now you come for the big O notation. So what we tell under big O notation, you keep the definition in your mind. You see the words later in upcoming problems. So function T of n is said to be in, this is big O. The function T of n is said to be in G of n. These are the two functions. Here we are taking two functions. So one is T of n, the other one is G of n. So it is denoted as T of n belongs to big O of G of n. So if T of n is bounded above, if T of n is bounded above by some constant multiple of G of n, then that we tell it as T of n is less than or equal to C G of n. T of n is bounded above by some constant multiple G of n. So for that particular thing, if we tell it as T of n less than or equal to G of n. So for all n greater than or equal to n square. So which are the two functions we are taking here? Two functions are T of n, the other one is G of n. So where while comparing, you have to tell that T of n is less than or equal to G of n. So keep in your mind, T of n is less than or equal to G of n. So here you see, this is the two functions we have taken. T of n is smaller, G of n is above. So that's why we tell when T of n is less than G of n, we tell it as big O notation. Okay, so that I will tell you when and how we are going to do that. So that for that particular thing, we take it as T of n is less than or equal to G of n. That one is called as a big O notation. So now you come for the problem. Okay. So see, this is the problem we have taken. So what is the problem? To prove 5n square plus 3n plus 20 is equal to big O of n square. This is the question they will be giving to prove. And you have to prove it by using some constants. Okay. So what are the constants you are having? Keep in your mind. So this is the question they will be giving. Okay. Understood this one? 5n square plus 3n plus 20 should result in big O of n square. Answer should be, order of the growth should be, order. O means order of the growth. Big O of n square. So now we pick C. Okay. So what is C? C is, take all the numerical constants. So numerical constants are 5. Next you take 3. Next you take 20. Okay. This is what, so this we consider it as what you see. Compare this one here. T of n. T of n less than or equal to C into G of n. So what is T of n here? T of n is 5 n square plus 3n plus 20. So that one we take it as, this one is T of n and this one is G of n. What is G of n? Now you see. So keep this one in your mind. Just you add for this particular thing, for this constant C, you add n square. So for this particular C, you add n square. So that will give C G of n. So what 5n square plus 3n plus 20. What is the problem given that we consider it as T of n? So next, what is G of n? You keep this one in your mind. This is the statement what you have to get. T of n should be less than or equal to C into G of n. T of n is the problem given. C is, what is C? So C is 5 plus 3 plus 20. For that, you add n square. This is G of n. Okay. So G of n is n square. This part is T of n. This part is G of n. In that, what is C? 5 plus 3 plus 20 is the C. So understanding? Are you understand? Are you people understanding? Are you people understanding? Kindly respond here. If I ask you, are you understanding? You have to answer to my question. Okay. So what the problem they give you that you take it as, okay, that you take it as T of n. So what are the constants you have that you take it as C? What is G of n? G of n is n square. Okay. So now you substitute the entire thing in this particular format. What is T of n? The problem given. What is C? C is 5 plus 3 plus 20. What is G of n? That is the question what you have to prove. So what is the question you have? Big O of n square. So put less than or equal to 5 plus 3 plus 20 into n square. So that will give you 5n square plus 3n square plus 20n square is equal to 28n square. So entire thing you have to take it here should be less than or equal to multiply 5, 3, 20 with entire thing with n square. So this is the constant. So 5n square plus 3n plus 20 should be less than or equal to 5n square plus 3n square plus 20n square. So thus we take it 5n as leftmost part should be less than or equal to greater part. So you leave with the entire question part. So as it is less than or equal to this part, we take it as 5n square plus 3n plus 20. So 5n square plus 3n plus 20 you are taking. So in that, which is the highest order you are having that you have to take. Okay. So keep this one in your mind. So this thing you have to write as it is in the form of T of n less than or equal to C into G of n. What is C? C is 5 plus 3 plus 20 is equal to 28. Entire thing you have to take. Okay. Into G of n is n square. So n square is 5n square, 3n square, 20n square. So multiplying this C with G of n. G of n is n square. That will give you this thing. So when you multiply 20 plus 3 plus 5 will give you 28. So in place of this one, you take it this one. So 5n square plus 3n plus 20, we take it as big O of n square. Understood? So we can usually ignore the negative coefficients. Okay. So are you understanding? So in this problem, okay. So if you have understood, kindly tell what is T of n for that particular problem. So kindly answer here, what is T of n? What is T of n? Kindly type in there. Five n square plus 3n plus 20. Okay. Plus 20 plus 3n is equal to 20. Sorry. 3n is equal to 20. No. 5n square plus 3n plus 20. Okay. What is G of n? What is G of n? G of n is n square. Okay, good. Okay, what is the constant C? Constant C, 28. Okay, good. So, so you have to write that particular thing. So now you come for the next coming problems. So under that, now you have to solve problems on big O. So prove n square plus n is equal to big O of n cube. n square plus n is equal to big O of n cube. So in this first question, what is T of n? So can you tell in this particular question, what is T of n? N square plus n. Okay, what is G of n? What is G of n? N cube. Okay. So what is C? What is C? C is 2. Okay, good. It is 1 plus 1. So can you show how you are getting n square plus n is equal to big O of n cube? So can you show me how you get n square plus n? So take the same thing. N square plus n less than or equal to n cube into n square plus n. So when you have n square plus n, so it will be taken as n square plus n power 1. So here you are going to take it as, so it is n to the power, so n to the power 2 plus. So this one we take it as n to the power 1. So n to the power 2 plus n will be taken as n power 1. So n square plus n cube you give it as n to the power 3. So this is the how you get the order. Okay. So similarly, can anybody can solve for this particular problem? 100n plus 5 is equal to big O of n square. So what is a C for this particular problem? What is C? What is T of n? What is G of n? So for this particular, I have marked here, C is equal to 105. Okay. C is equal to 100 plus 5, that is 105. Okay. T of n? T of n and G of n? T of n 100n plus 5. G of n? Okay, good. 100n plus 5 less than or equal to 100n square plus 5n2 is, sorry, less than. So after that, Priya B, you are something wrong. So 100n plus 5 less than or equal to 100n square plus 5n square. So 5n square, then you will be getting is equal to 105n square. So 100n square plus 5n square is equal to 105n square. So keep this one in your mind. So here you have to take this one, Control V. So here you have to write is equal to 105n power square. So this is the answer you will be getting. So keep this one in your mind. 100n plus 5 less than or equal to 100n square plus 5n square is equal to 105 n square. You are left with this particular thing. So compared with this particular, you will get. So here you see they have written 5n square plus 3n plus 20 is less than or equal to 5 into n square plus 3 into n square plus 20 into n square is equal to 28 n square. So you have somebody has left out with this particular value. So here we are getting 28 n square, but here you will get 105 n square. So 105 n square. So finally you give which is highest order you are getting in this particular terms. So highest order is 100 n square only. This is the highest order you are getting. That's why you can write it as big O of n square. Okay. So can anybody solve for this particular problem? So give the statement for this particular problem. So 2n square plus 5n minus 3. So is equal to big O of n square. And anybody can tell. So 2n square plus 5n minus 3 less than or equal to 2n square plus 5n square. It's already 2n square here. Okay. Priya B, you have written something correct, but the thing is, it is already you are having 2n square. 2n square plus 5n minus 3 is equal to big O of. You have to multiply with the constants. 2 into n square, 2n square plus 5 into n square, 5n square minus 3 into n square is equal to how many you are getting? 2 plus 5 minus 3. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 minus 3 is 7 minus 3, 4. So you are getting the value at as 4n square. So you will be getting the value 4n square here. So finally, when you go with the value, you will be getting it as, so which is the highest degree you are having? N square. That's why you can prove easily it is big O of n square. Okay. So that is up to big O notation. So can you tell the relation? So can you tell the relation of big O notation, how C of n and G of n will be there? So T of n will be what? What is the relation between T of n and G of n? Relation. So how it will be relation? Can anybody can tell? T of n relating with G of n, whether it is lesser, whether it is greater or anything. So T of n is less than or equal to C into G of n. So that one we call it as big O notation. Now you come for the next slide. Here the second notation is omega notation. Same thing. So function you will be taking 2 T of n. The other one is G of n, denoted as T of n belongs to omega G of n. If T of n is bounded below, so keep this one in your mind. What the words you have? If T of n is bounded above, it is big O. If T of n is bounded below by some constant for large n, so that is we take it as T of n is greater than or equal to C into G of n. So in the graph, which will be in the upper position? So in the graph, can you tell which will be in the upper position? T of n will be in upper position or G of n will be in upper position? So next we shall go with a graph. So in the graph, you tell me whether T of n will be below G of n or T of n will be above G of n. T of n will be above G of n. Is it correct? T of n will be, kindly check here. T of n is greater than or equal to G of n. So come for the next slide. Here you see T of n is greater. Keep in your mind, T of n is greater than G of n. So that's why we take it as T of n you see it is above, G of n you see it is below. So T of n with a G, kindly understand here. T of you are giving answers wrong. T of n is greater than G of n. That means T of n will be above G of n. This is the notation what you are going to give it for the big omega notation. So now you have to prove the particular problem here. Here is the proof for the formal proof. N square belong to big O of n square. So can you prove that that particular thing? So example, we take it here. N square, n cube belongs to big O of n square. Keep this one in your mind. When you're going for the T of n should be greater than G of n. What is T of n? T of n is n cube and G of n is n square. Then only you can prove. Keep this one in your mind while going for the omega notation. Yeah, T of n on the left hand part should be greater and right hand part after the symbol, what you are getting right hand part will be lesser. That is n cube should be greater than or equal to n square. So now you come for this particular problem here. So here we are going to prove. So keep this one example. So n cube plus 4n square. N cube plus 4n square is equal to big omega of n square. Just before going for the problem, just check. Higher order is n cube. Here the order is n square. So n cube is greater than n square. So you can prove that. Okay. So here you find f of n. What is f of n is nothing but t of n. T of n is n cube plus 4n square. Remember, f of n is nothing but t of n. Okay. Big O of g of n. G of n is n square. Okay. So now you have to prove that n cube, what you are having here, it is n cube. It is not too hard to see if n is greater than or equal to 0. So you have to take this one, n cube, just you take it reverse. Okay. So what they have given, n cube less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. Okay. Just you take it reverse. So g of n will come here, t of n will go there. So actually in our problem, this is T of n. T of n should be greater than G of n. But when you replace the words, so if your G of n is coming here and T of n is coming here, so in place of greater, you will be having lesser. So that's why we are given n cube is less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. Okay, we have already seen if n is greater than or equal to 1, that is n square less than or equal to n cube. So now that's when n greater than or equal to 1, now you substitute. So n square is less than or equal to n cube. So in place of n cube, you put n square. Okay, so n square, so add these two things. Okay, so add these two things. N square, if it is n cube, what is the lesser part you will be having? You take it n square. So n square less than or equal to n cube, and n cube less than or equal to entire part. Okay, so when you substitute, now you can see n square less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. As it is going for true, n square is less than n cube, right? So that's why we give it as 1n square. The 1n square less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. So that we telling, thus we show that n cube plus 4n square is equal to n square. So just this is some complicated thing. So if you are not understood, just you have tell me again. So I will explain it again. So kindly go through this particular thing. So while now you see what is T of n here? So T of n is n cube plus 4n square. What is G of n? G of n is n square. So T of n we have taken it as f of n. F of n is n cube plus 4n square and G of n is n square. Okay. Now you substitute n greater than or equal to 0. When n greater than or equal to 0, now you are interchanging. Okay. So n cube, you can consider n cube is less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. Okay. So if you take value n square, what is the thing you are, if you put n is equal to 0, what you are getting here, so that you can tell it as, so you are representing it in lesser. So n cube plus 4n square, you write the entire part what you have here. So n cube, you take it, n cube is less than. You can take anything. Here you can take anything, that is n square or n cube. Just you take the part which should be lesser. You'll ನೋಡಿ, you are having n cube here. n cube ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ತಗೋಬಹುದು. Keep that one in your mind. Okay. So when n greater than or equal to 0, for our question part, you take anything which is lesser. What is the lesser part you are having? So lesser part you can take it as n cube only, because here you are having 4n square. So that's why you are telling it as n cube plus 4n square, which is the lesser part. You can take it as 4n cube. So now you compare lesser part of n cube. So lesser part of n cube is n square. Now you shuffle each and everything and write. So n square is less than n cube. N cube is less than n cube plus 4n square. Okay. So therefore you can write it as n square less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. Take these things only. N square part, n square less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. Thus, which is the highest order you are having? N square. So that's why we tell it as n cube plus 4n square is equal to n square. So have you people understood? Have you people understood? Just take the lesser part. If it is n cube plus something, take n cube part. If it is only n cube, take n square part. If it is only n square, go with n part. That is 1n. Okay. So anybody who didn't understand this particular thing? So if you didn't understand, kindly ask me, because so many problems you will be getting here. Just the thing here is you have to keep on choosing the lesser ones. Only one is going to reply here. Kindly respond. Have you understood or want me to repeat? Respond clearly. If you are not understood, kindly tell me. I will explain it again. If understood, I can go with the last two steps, repeat it again. Okay, last two. Okay, just nothing. So if you have gone with the last two steps, this two, right? So I will tell you, just you write these two steps as it is here. So take n square less than or equal to n cube, write it here. So then you take, shuffle this thing, two things. N cube you are finding common, less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. So just you shuffle these two things. Writing these two things is very easy. Why you are getting confused, I don't know. So just you take n square less than n cube. For n cube less than or equal to n cube plus 4n square. So if you have written this, now you see here. So n square is less than n cube. You write as it is. Okay. So n square, we take n square less than n cube. So as n cube and n cube are there, you leave one n cube here. So n cube plus 4n square. You write only that thing. Here you see these two are different. This is n square, this is n cube. So you will be writing n square as well as n cube here. So now you compare these two. This is also n cube, this is also n cube. No need of writing again n cube here. So leave one n cube here, just you write 4n square. So what is the order you are getting here? N square. N square is the first order you are getting. Next you are getting n cube. So therefore we can write it as n square is less than. What you have to prove? N square should be less than n cube plus 4n square. So same thing what they have done it here. Understood? Okay. Okay. So this one you have to use it. So next you go with some other problems, but you go with this particular example. So whenever they will give you the problems, you have to solve. Okay. So that is up to omega notation. Next, we shall go with a theta notation and graphical representation and all. So if you have understood, everyone mark their attendance. So those who have not marked their attendance, kindly mark it soon. So this particular video lecture will be recorded and will be uploaded in the particular YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe for the channel and get benefit of this particular video. So here I will be ending this particular lecture. So meet you all the next class. So happy Labour's Day. Enjoy. Thank you one and all.